Oh, rotate. Phone can't turn. You can't turn your phone while live. Well, that's interesting.
Yes.
You learn something new every day. Déjame ver.
Agarra, no importa si yo salgo, hablo contigo.
I want to get the whole picture. Hello, everybody. Hello, friends and family from Facebook.
Hello, everybody.
It's Orange Naranja, and my pretty wife, mi conejita.
Stop it.
Lasme Van Wolfie Orion. And so I'm doing my third Facebook Live, 3 out of 30, so I have 27 left. And I'm just giving some time for some people to jump on. If you stop by, please say hi so I know you're there watching and listening. And it's always a pleasure, interacting with everybody. I love all the interaction that I have on my page with everybody. People bring new experiences, new perspective into mine, and that's a great thing. So I'm just gonna give it a minute or two and just wait. So how are you feeling today, honey?
I'm feeling great, a little bit with a cold. Waiting the cold to disappear, to leave me alone.
Waiting for the cold to disappear.
Yes, because I'm so freaking tired. Has been with this cold for the last week. I'm so uncomfortable.
It just doesn't want to leave, huh?
He doesn't want to leave. So we are on the way
to a museum, actually.
To the museum.
Yes, the Met.
Yes,
in New York.
Yes, we tried to
Grand Rising. Yes. I have to look that up. Hello, son. Because somebody mentioned it. Well, a couple of people mentioned it yesterday, but I don't exactly know what it is, Grand Rising. And I looked it up on the internet, and I'm a little confused as to the meaning. So if somebody can actually explain to me, I mean, I know it has to do something with spirituality. I thought it was a movie.
Grand Rising means like great wake up, like great
awakening.
Great awakening, like a great day. Have a great, like a greeting, like Grand Rising. Like
they should make a movie called Grand Rising. I believe that would probably be good.
When somebody said to you Grand Rising, it's like saluting you, like
salute.
Have a great day,
yes,
like great day.
Thank you.
That means Grand Rising.
Thank you.
Great day.
Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste, namaskar, namaskaran.
Yes, my inner divine being honors and respects and bows down to your inner divine being.
Yes. And for the women, we have to salute all masculine and all feminine power, because we have to put it together and make just one.
I believe not just women, men too. I mean,
yes.
It's interesting. Biology will tell you that men and women have the same hormones. It's just that men have more testosterone than estrogen, and women have more estrogen than testosterone. But the same hormones exist in both sexes. And sometimes because of a hormonal imbalance, like some men might have more estrogen than testosterone, or some women might have more testosterone than estrogen, you can see kind of like the shift between man and woman. Like let's say for example, well, I don't want to go too much into details because we got other stuff to do, so I'm just gonna go right through the Facebook Live. Today I will be talking about patience, forgiveness, and how to keep your mind sharp and clear. All right, let's start with patience. Patience is not something that we all have. It's not something that we're born with. It's something that we practice. Yes, we have to work on. And sometimes we have to work on it really hard. Some people naturally have more patience than others. Just naturally they're born like that. But most of us have to work really hard. And what I recommend, what I advise, is for everybody to practice patience in everyday life. You just don't have to jump on the first thing that you hear, on the first thing that you see. You take your time. Remember when I spoke about yesterday, what I spoke about yesterday about the pause, about silence. Take your time to do things. And also always welcome an experience that helps you practice and teaches you patience. Let's say, for instance, if a person is a little challenging, is a little testy, you know, a great way to deal with this. And they're driving your patients. They might be driving you nuts. You might feel like choking them or something like that. You know, calm down, relax, take a deep breath.
Deep breath. It's like when you're losing your cool, when you're losing your patient, you say stop it. And you say, this situation doesn't belong to me.
This situation is not me.
This is not me. This is not me. It doesn't belong to me. I don't accept it.
Yes, this anger.
You let it go.
This anger, this emotion is not me. I reject.
Yes.
I reject it.
Deep breath 3 times. I recommend like prana breathing. It's the best thing to cool down. I'm repeating to you, this doesn't belong to me. I take the best decision I can do in this moment because it's what my capacity let me do. Yeah. So don't feel guilty about anything. So just let it go. Let it go, and you're gonna be fine, and you're gonna be like. That's
where forgiveness comes in. You must be forgiving. You must be gentle to yourself because, like I mentioned yesterday, if you are going through a situation, a certain experience, and you don't handle it the best way that you thought in hindsight, looking behind, you know, forgive yourself because you made the wisest decision at that certain time with the capacity and the knowledge that you had at that given time. And the mood, probably your mood changes throughout the day, and as the day changes, your mood changes, and as the weeks go by, your mood changes again. So seasons happen to pass by, your mood changes. But you have to remember one thing, just patience and be gentle with yourself. So going on with patience. So if somebody's challenging, is being real challenging.
If somebody's pushing you,
pushing your buttons, and it's probably more aggravating if they know they're pushing your buttons and they keep pushing your buttons and they could see that your fuse is getting
in that case, shorter. We recommend to go out and take a walk and a deep breath, right?
Let's see how we can expand our patience. Deep breath and smile. Yes, smile dissolves. Yes. It's great that you mentioned that, Thomas. Smiles dissolve all types of negative energy. Even if you don't feel happy, if you don't feel like smiling, make yourself smile. Just the gesture of the smile itself tells your body that everything is okay, relaxes your body. You know, so if somebody's driving your patience, first thing to do is accept the situation. They're driving your patience is low, and you feel a certain type of way. Now, thank the person. This is if you want to work on your patience, which I do recommend. Thank the person inside of you. Say thank you.
Never argue with the person.
No, don't argue.
No argue.
Thank the person.
Better live.
Tell them inside of you, I thank you. I thank you for making me stronger. I thank you for teaching me patience. I thank you for this experience. And work through the experience. Deep breaths, smile, everything relaxed, everything okay. Don't even think about the situation. Okay, yesterday I mentioned that you could do 3 things in a situation. You can either remain silent, and it's funny because a lot of times just doing nothing and remaining silent, the situation resolves on its own. The situation, like magic, the situation, when you surrender and accept the situation, it doesn't mean that you're going to put up with the situation. Yes. It's 2 different things. But when you surrender, accept the situation, it's like magic. It's
acceptance. Like, okay, this is happening now.
And it's okay.
It's okay. It doesn't belong to me. It belongs to the other person. Mm-hmm. I get free and get rid of this bad energy. I get rid of this book back in my back because it doesn't belong to me. Mm-hmm. And that's it. And you go out. It worked for me is somebody like driving me crazy, and it's coming to me like because sometimes I don't my cool because I'm like so temperamental, sensitive stuff. So what I do is I say stop it, and I visualize like good toast and good vision, like good vision.
Let me not to cut you off, but I just want to mention something real quick that somebody mentioned to me yesterday, and this helps a lot. Look at the other person through God's eyes. Yes. Look at the other person like if you were God and you were looking at them, because you are God. You are part of God.
We are
part of God's expression. Look at that person through God's eyes. God doesn't see their flaws. God sees all the good stuff in them. Listen to that person with God's ear. You know, God doesn't see all the flaws or everything. God only sees you know, the goodness in people. So let me go real quickly, and then you're gonna keep on going. So real quickly, you could do 3 things in the situation. You could remain silent, accept the situation, surrender to the situation. 2, you could disrupt the energy field by taking action. Speak up. Take some type of action, some type of physical action. Or 3, remove yourself from the situation.
Yes, just get out there.
Take yourself from the situation, remove. You can also have a hybrid of all 3. You can remain silent until you need to take action, and if you see that things are getting out of hand, then you can remove yourself from the situation. Remember, only you know the type of level that you can put up with, and the more that you experience, the more that you go through things, the stronger you're gonna get. You're gonna see. So you wanted to mention something, Lasmi?
Oh, no, the only thing that I want to say is how you said. You don't have to put off stuff on you. You say, like, I'm an energetic being, I love, I'm patient. You repeat to you visualize like a beautiful landscape in your mind. You visualize yourself over there. You repeat to you, I'm calm. For me, I said, I'm a flame of violet, I'm a part of a violet flame. So that's what I say when I'm getting like a little bit of my anxiety or losing my cool, and repeat, I'm a pillar of a violet flame.
Okay.
A pillar of a violet flame. And I repeat that 3 times. So we have to vibrate love.
Vibrate on the higher frequency. Anger,
yes,
hate, jealousy, all of that are lower frequency
and that
vibrations.
poison you. Every time that you get mad, that you get hate in your heart, you are poison yourself.
There's a Buddhist quote that says, anger is like giving another person poison and expecting them to die.
Yes, the thing is, anytime that you poison yourself, poison your physical body, you're poisoning. We have 7 bodies in all. In all. In our energetic field, we have 7 bodies. The thing is, when we develop an illness in our physical body, it's because we have a poisoning of other bodies, like the mental body, the spiritual body. We have been like poisoning those bodies because 70% of the illness are like spiritual, and not physical.
Yes.
So we have been with hatred, with jealousy, with stress, we poison ourselves, and then we're gonna develop like a cancer or something. So we have to be aware. It
materializes. It goes from thought form, feeling, and then it materializes. So they say that you get in your life what you focus on. So let's focus on the positive things.
Exactly.
So
vibrate high, vibrate. You have to increase to vibrate high. Just stop it. Visualize using energy, violet energy. Go out, get contact with the nature. Stay quiet, think good. I know it's difficult to have good thoughts. I know it's difficult, but you have to practice, because we're living in a time with too much stress, and that's why too many people are sick, because they're developing the illness on the spiritual body and then develop on the physical body. So you have to practice patience. How my husband said, you have to practice calm. Forgive. You have to forgive. Okay, you don't want to forget. Don't forget. It's fine, but I forgive.
Yes.
Do it for you.
If you don't want to forget, that's fine. I mean, I would say forget up to a certain degree, because you don't need to be attached to that situation.
Yeah,
but
you have to cut ties. You have to cut strings.
Absolutely, learn your lesson from that situation. So last minute just went on to forgiveness, and that was my next topic that I was going to speak about, forgiveness. So it takes a big person to forgive another person, especially depending on what that other person had done. And sometimes we need to analyze what happened in the situation, because sometimes we might blow things out of proportion, or we might overreact to certain things, and then we'll get upset at that other person. Sometimes it's good to actually go to the other person and make amends with the other person, forgive them, like what are you waiting for? If not now, then when? This is from the book The Power of Now, and I can't recommend it enough. But it's great, because they were saying that if you're thinking about asking for forgiveness to somebody else, what are you waiting for? Pick up the phone, go to that other person, forgive. Once you forgive them, once you forgive yourself, it's like the whole world opens up, and you release yourself from those chains.
Relief. You feel
exactly. Sometimes I understand. Sometimes forgiveness can bring more drama into a situation, because sometimes, especially with narcissistic people, like, you might ask for forgiveness, and then they might their ego might get even more inflated. Who knows?
Yes, it's gonna be worse.
Who knows? Maybe they might lower themselves, or their ego might. But you also have the risk of their egos getting overinflated, and that's fine too. So if you think it's gonna go to that point, or if it did get up to that point, everything's okay. Just tell within yourself. Just tell yourself, I forgive that person. You call them by name inside yourself. You say, I forgive that person. Now I release myself. Yes, that book is great, Thomas. You know what I'm talking about, and I recommend it to everybody I cross paths with.
I would like to explain an exercise to forgive. It's really easy exercise. When you don't want to speak with that person, but you want to forgive, you go and sit on meditation, and you invite that person in your meditation. You hold that person's hands, and you repeat, looking at their eyes in the meditation, I forgive you and I forgive me. I don't owe you and you don't owe me. I'm freed you and I'm free me. You release the person's hands, and with an energetic hand, you push the person to a side. You do that for 13 days. It's cutting attach exercise, and you repeat that every day with that person until you're free. That's when you don't want to speak with that person in person. Like when you don't want to confront them face to face. You call them into the astral in the meditation, and you repeat, I forgive you and I forgive me. I don't owe you and you don't owe me. I'm freed you and I'm free me. And you're gonna see after 13 days, the release. And you don't have to see the person anymore if you don't want it. But you forgive the person and you release that anger from your heart. And you're gonna feel a lot better.
Okay, that's actually great advice. I'm actually I'm actually proud of you and surprised at the same time. I'm not shocked, but I'm proud of you. All right, so forgiveness. We spoke. Oh, okay. So you can also forgive people that have passed. Just don't think because the person is deceased or have passed. Maybe you had a rough
you can
upbringing.
do the exercise with the past person.
So you could sit at the edge of your bed in the park or anything, and meditate on that person. Call that person and let them know that you forgive them. Free yourself from these chains. You don't need to be bound to these chains. We're free beings. We're free beings. We're able to fly as far as we're able to go. As far as we're willing to go, that's as far as we're able to fly. So I want to wrap it up soon because we have other things to do. Life.
Yes. Okay, another thing is you can do that with a pass away person, but you have to be careful when you invite into your inner space or your space or astral space to the pass away person. When you wanna work on the forgiving exercise with a pass away person, you have to visualize a wall of violet light, violet flame. So you want to speak that spirit through that wall. But you're gonna do the same thing. I forgive you, I forgive me. I freed you and I'm freed me. I don't owe you, you don't owe me. But with the dead person, you're gonna visualize the wall. Sometimes those persons get stubborn. Alive people and dead people, they get stubborn, they don't want to go. So that's when you're gonna use the energetic hand and you're gonna move it. If they don't want to go, that's not your business. You remove it from your front. So practice the exercise. You're gonna feel better.
The last thing that I wanted to talk about is how to keep your mind sharp. These are simple exercises that I use every day, and I think they're phenomenal. So thank you. All right, so you take a route to work every day. You take a path to work every day, to school or wherever, to a friend's house or family's house. Take a different route. Take a different route every day. Do not allow your mind to become stale. Learn different things. Learn a new hobby. You always want simple things. It's all about the simple things, small steps. If you feel like it's just too big of a step for you to take, to do something, break it up into small steps. There's a saying that says, how do you eat an elephant? And I'll let you answer that.
Then they can even go to the park and take pictures. When I don't have anything to do, I want to come, I go to the park and take pictures to the little birds. That's something that you can do. Little birds. Yes, the birds or whatever thing. I like to go to the forest and take pictures of the animals.
So what happens to the big birds?
Yes, to the big birds too.
All right, so so take a different route to work every day. Learn something new. Something I started doing recently is start using your left hand. They say that people that are left-handed are more creative or more artistic.
You make your brain.
So so you make your brain work on another level. Another thing to do is You know, I play a game with my youngest son, the I Spy, and it's a great game, I think. I spy with my little eye something that is yellow. You know, just spot different things while on your walk. That's why I love nature walks, because it's always something to see, something alive, and it, you know, it calms my mind. That's also meditative. Like a lot of people get confused. A lot of people get confused, and they say that meditation, is like closing your eyes and just excuse me, sitting in one space in silence. But meditation could be anything. You could moving meditation. I love moving meditation. Meditation could be something as simple as gardening, shoveling snow, walking, or dancing, or painting. Anything
simple,
that,
nothing big, nothing crazy.
Something simple. Anything that allows even cooking. Anything that allows you not to think, and allows you to be free in free form. I like to call it freestyle. That just you go from one form to the other. That's you're in a meditative state.
But
at
you
that
know
point.
what sounds funny? Watching the dishes is a great meditation.
Yes, it's a great meditation.
I know when I said, watching the dishes, I hate that. No, watching the dishes is a great meditation.
Doing laundry is meditation as well. So with that, you know, I'll be sharing more tips on how to keep your mind sharp, how to keep the mind clear. Do you know Thich Nhat Hanh? I said, oh, I love Thich Nhat Hanh. Actually, I don't know if I pronounced his name right, Thomas, but I actually have a book from him, and I also recommend it. It's called How to Fight. And the irony of it is that it doesn't have anything to do with fighting. And so he talks about, I talked about some of the stuff for forgiveness exercises and patience exercises. He talks a lot about that. So if you have the chance, Thomas, please do pick that book up. It's a small book, small pages. What I advise is to read a page a day, early in the morning, so you have the whole day to practice it, because it's a book that you just don't read. You need to read the page, and you need to practice the exercise for you to understand the deeper meaning of what's going on. But it's a great book, and he's
like a guidebook.
He's a great man. He's the one that taught me that when you step on this earth, you step from the heel going down to the toes. You massage the earth from the heel of your foot.
It's like a grounded exercise.
Yes, it's grounding exercises. You walk slow, you heel down, and it's also great if you do it like on the grass or on dirt. Like if you have your shoes off, sneakers, or if you do it on stone. Stone is a great, or on wood. Stone is a great grounding element. So with that, I would like to conclude my Facebook Live. I concluded with a Buddhist, how should I say, teaching that I learned. Not so much exactly a quote, but it's great. So it starts like this: May I be safe.
May I be safe.
May I be healthy.
May I be healthy.
May I be happy.
May I be happy.
May I be joyful.
May I be joyful.
May I be at peace.
May I be at peace.
May I be calm.
May I be calm.
Okay. May my family be safe.
May my family be safe.
May my family be healthy.
May my family be healthy.
May my family be calm.
May my family be calm.
May my family be joyful.
May my family be joyful.
May my family be at peace.
May my family be at peace.
May my family be happy.
May my family be happy.
May all living beings be safe.
All living beings be safe.
May all living beings be healthy.
May all living beings be healthy.
May all living beings be happy.
May all living beings be happy.
May all living beings be joyful.
May all living beings be joyful.
May all living beings be calm.
May all living beings be calm.
May all living beings be at peace.
May all living beings be at peace.
And with that, I wish you peace, love, happiness, and many blessings.
And a really long life.
And a really, really long life. And remember, count your blessings and be grateful. Be grateful for everything. This is the human experience.
Even for the painful situations,
embrace it. And be grateful. Be thankful. Yes. And thank you for watching.